5,000 miles. That's how far President Zelenskyy flew, hoping for one meeting, one handshake, one promise. But Donald Trump? He was already on his plane back to America. The G7 Summit 2025 in Canada was supposed to be a game changer for Ukraine. A podium to secure billions in US arms and to pressure Russia. Zelenskyy also aimed at lowering the oil price cap and attaining Trump's commitment. But none of that happened. Trump left hours before his scheduled meeting with Zelenskyy. His reason? I need to focus on Israel and Iran. Yes, once again, the US president has shifted the spotlight to the Middle East. And Ukraine was left hanging. While G7 leaders gathered around Zelenskyy, the most powerful chair in the room, America's, was empty. What was even worse? The US vetoed a joint G7 statement on Ukraine. Why? Because it was too anti-Russian, and it could compromise talks with Putin. That's right. While Ukraine pleaded for aid, Trump was busy talking to Putin again.
What do you make of Canada's
Why not have
defense
China here, the
spending?
biggest economy in the world after the United States?
Well, it's not a bad idea. I don't mind that. If somebody wants to suggest China coming in, I think we suggest. But you want to have people that you can talk to. You know, they don't talk. Putin speaks to me. He doesn't speak to anybody else. He doesn't want to talk because he was very insulted when he got thrown out of the G8. As I would be, as you would be, as anybody would be. He was very insulted. And I mean, he was thrown out by Trudeau, who convinced one or two people, along with Obama. He was thrown out, and he's not a happy person about it, I can tell you that.
Zelenskyy had come armed with plans to buy up to $50 billion in US weapons and to ask for a tighter oil cap to choke off Russian war funds. Instead, he got sad news. By the time he landed, Trump was gone. Privately, Ukrainian officials were furious. Publicly, they were silent. The world knows that Ukraine can't afford to lose US support, even when it feels like they never had it. This isn't new. Trump has always treated Ukraine like an afterthought. From threatening to cut aid, to the viral Oval clash with Zelenskyy. And what about Europe? He's hit them too. Tariffs on steel, fights with NATO, praising Putin more than allies. Meanwhile, Trump's eyes are locked on the Middle East. During his presidency, he cozied up to Saudi Arabia, cut mega deals with Qatar, and moved the US embassy to Jerusalem. Even now, he quietly backs a massive airplane deal with Qatar, while Ukraine gets excuses. At the G7, while British PM Keir Starmer slammed Russia with new sanctions, and the EU prepared its 18th package of oil bans, Trump said, "Sanctions cost us money. Let Europe do it first." So what's the message here? Simple. When it comes to Ukraine, Trump just doesn't show up. Not physically, not diplomatically, not strategically. While Trump says he wants to end the war. But to Ukraine, it looks more like he's ending the support. As the Russia-Ukraine war continues, one thing is clear. Without firm US backing, Ukraine stands on thin ice. The world came to Canada to unite. Trump took off, and once again Ukraine might pay the price.